Welcome to the Truth Will Set You Free program. I am your host this evening. We want to welcome Melanie, a survivor of a narcissist. Melanie is sharing her story so victims of emotional abuse can be free of the sociopath. Melanie, tell us about your experience with the narcissists.
I decided to try online dating several years ago. There he was. His profile described a caring, faithful, romantic man who was a Christian. I was attracted to his photos. You know the kind, man kissing his grandbaby, volunteering in other countries. That's how we met. For the first couple of days, we emailed each other 4 or 5 times a day. 2 days later, we talked on the phone for several hours.
It seems like things were moving very quickly.
Yes, it did move quickly. That's one of the characteristics of abusers in dating relationships. They are trying to hide their abusive traits from their potential victims, so they move very quickly into intense relationships. You know the old saying, "I was swept off my feet," is an understatement when dating a sociopath.
So, one of warning signs is when someone is moving too quickly into a serious relationship.
Yes, that should be a red flag. Unfortunately, a narcissist is very persuasive and flattering. During our first telephone conversation, he told me that he loved me. This was only 3 days after our first email. I remember feeling uncomfortable with his statement so soon after we met. But his charm made me doubt my own feelings. Within a week, we met for our first date. The evening was magical. We were having a wonderful time together when he said something that made me want to run away. He told me that he really liked me but didn't think his family would approve of me. I asked him why he felt that way. He said, "Because you are not a good girl. You wear makeup and dance." I was shocked and hurt by his statement. I also asked myself what kind of man would make such a statement or think so superficially.
That's a terrible thing to tell someone. What did you do?
I guess my own insecurities took over. After I confronted him about the statement, he started telling me that I had misunderstood him. He was very convincing. I overlooked his comment thinking that maybe I had misunderstood him. This was another worrying sign. Abusers can't help but expose their hostile attitudes. When he or she is confronted about an offense, they minimize the statement or convince the victim that he or she misunderstood.
What is gaslighting?
Gaslighting is a term taken from the movie Gaslight. In the movie, a man manipulates a lonely, rich woman through causing her to doubt her sanity. This technique is used by abusers, causing their victims to doubt their own perceptions and observations. The sociopath doesn't think or feel the way we do. He or she has created a lifetime of deceptive strategies and avoidance techniques. That is why victims often feel that maybe they have misunderstood their abuser.
What do you mean by that?
Conversations are never truly intimate or honest. The sociopath speaks in a manner that leaves the listener feeling uncertain about what was said or what the narcissist believes. The narcissist's statements often contradict each other. Intimate relationships are developed through honest communication, empathy, and negotiation.
Can you tell us more about that?
The narcissist can do neither unless to do so will benefit him or her. This trait is not that hard to identify. If we are paying attention, it isn't hard to recognize a self-centered person. He or she is also incapable of being sincere or honest. His or her entire personality is built on a lie.
I understand you married him. Tell us about that.
We began seeing each other almost every day. During this time, he asked many questions and I was very open. Consequently, within weeks of meeting, he knew my life story and my financial situation. I thought that I was getting to know him but later found out that he had many secrets.
Well, I'm afraid our time is up today. Will you come back next week so we can hear more about your story?
I'd be glad to come back.
Join us next week for more from a survivor of a narcissist. From the Truth Will Set You Free. May God bless you and protect your heart.